Hello everybody! Oh, good gracious, I forgot to turn on my avatar. I am tired this morning. Welcome Morning? Oh goodness, hold on, let me rummage around real quick. Find something to get a hold of and let me just pull myself up by my bootstraps and up and over and hey, look at that, went back. Hello everybody. Welcome back. Pleasure to have you here. Pick this. Congratulations. Welcome in. I love to see someone new be first. Goodness. Man, I've got some like weird drainage or like stuffiness going on in my nose right now. I don't know where it's coming from. I believe it may be a lingering effect of the illness that struck me on the Saturday. I'm definitely still feeling weird, lingering nausea. Like, I made myself some nice, simple pasta, a little red sauce, a little cheese, nothing crazy. A little linguine, you know? And I've eaten, like, half of it, and I'm, like, nauseous right now. Like, my tummy don't like it. I blame the fact I'm on an antibiotic for an unrelated reason. I just finished my course of that today, actually, so that's fun. Time will tell if that fixes the problem. Somehow I completely doubt it, and I think that putting me on the antibiotics now was a mistake and just risks increasing antibiotic resistance in the affected area. But we don't need to get into my HIPAA protected information, you know? That just seems ridiculous. I am not talking about anything actually sensitive. I don't think you guys want to hear any more about it. Just to be clear, I'm not talking about my dog. Anyways, hello, Pyro. Pleasure to have you with us. I hope you're having a wonderful time with her. Welcome in. Congratulations. You're a little late, my friend, but you are here. Indeed, I am very tired. I almost fell asleep at work today. I was chilling at my desk, looking out the window a little bit as I was working on my my work. I was working on my work. Wow, I'm really knocking it out of the park today. Excuse me. I was working in on my spreadsheets. I was doing an accounting, and I was just looking out the window. I looked back at my spreadsheet, and it'd been like 5 minutes, and I was like, what the fuck? I didn't experience that time at all. I just kind of went, huh? And it was 5 minutes later. Fortunately, I don't think anybody saw me, like, sitting there with mouth agape and drooling into the distance. I picked this. You're working on stat block, you didn't see the notif? That's a shame with her. That's a shame. Pictus hates you. No, Pictus just only says things when I start trying to launch rockets so that she can pray for them to explode on launch. You had a day. He starts sounding like you. But let's not go that far now, Pyro. I don't know if that's an insult or a compliment, but yeah, you're a person all your own. Yo, you do me, I do the old time ADHD space outs. No. It's a little different, because I do ADHD space outs all the time. That is very much a thing that I do. But that's a little different. Usually I'm, like, semi-consciously aware that I'm spacing out. Like, I don't simply not have that time exist anymore, which is what happened to me today. I definitely closed my eyes, and then turned back to my spreadsheet, opened them, and it had been 5 minutes or something. Like, it was a while. But I don't remember that time frame at all. Whereas if I ADHD space out, I'm just staring there. And I'm like, I'm aware that time is passing, you know? You have the biggest bad omen today. Tomorrow's your birthday, and such you demand carnage. I make no promises, Pictus. I will try my best, and that will likely mean something detonates. So you're in luck in that respect. I will say something did happen. I loaded up our save to show my friends off camera this giant fucking ship that I'm working on, And it appears to just be gone. I don't know where the save of the ship went, which is extremely concerning and very annoying, because, you know, kind of need that. But we're gonna have to see. We'll have to see. Anyways, yeah, happy early birthday, by the way, Pictus. You won't be here on stream. We're not streaming tomorrow, so happy birthday. Yeah, Yeperinos. Let's launch up the game, because I have a limited amount of time that I can operate for today, and upon... I would like to start getting our orbital construction underway, if not the proper mission. Like, that's my goal, is we kind of have all the parts. We have something that's going to give us something like 15,000 Delta V. It's pretty decent. So, with that in mind, I'm, like, not too worried, if that makes sense. But I am gonna need to, like... We're gonna need to do a little bit of groundwork to see what the fuck happened to our ship, because I do think it's just gone. And if it is, in fact, just fucking gone, that's a slight issue of its own. We're gonna have to figure that one out. I think we'll be okay, though. If that makes sense? Like, how do I put this? I think all of the parts are built, is the thing, right? So, we'll be okay. I think I'm just repeating myself at this point. We have all the constituent parts of the orbital launch vehicle. We just no longer have the test bed save file that we had been working on, which makes sense anyways, because of course we didn't have that. We don't really need it. But I did want to maybe take one final look at it and be like, okay, we know what we're getting into before we launch. We don't have that option anymore, so kind of is what it is. Welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, everybody. Pleasure to be back in Yin-Yang spacing. We're going to go ahead and resume our save, Yin-Yang planetary research. And it's beautiful, beautiful things, because this is a momentous occasion. We are preparing to set about the construction of a truly awe-inspiring vehicle. Yeah. Let's go back to the space plane hangar, and let's see if we can drum up, like, a load of this last ship that we were on, because, yeah, well, we have the dual habitation module auto-saved, which is great. We do have that in the sub-assembly, so I'm, like, not that concerned about keeping it. Is it the dual transfer superstructure? No, this is the shitty one. This is the old shitty one. Julian Superstructure 2, is this the good one? Ah, this is the good one. Okay, let's do this. Okay, great. Good. We didn't lose it. That's really good, actually. Because, well, I need to be able to save these parts independently. Let's go ahead and we're gonna just rip off the space plane. This is a freestanding structure. It will go on its own. We know this one works. We don't need to do anything more with this. So we can get that, get rid of that. Oh, yeah, we can go ahead and get rid of the cubic octagonal strut that we had used to actually get that attached. Man, that is still very sketchy. Can I push this out more? How far out can I push that before it becomes, you know, floating? Tell you what we can do, actually. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get a structural tube. Structural fuselage will work. We'll get a snap on. You want this basically perfectly aligned with that. What is this, like, rotation down thing that's going on? Yeah, just as I feared, this is not remotely centered. That looks pretty much centered. Then we go coupling, we get ourselves a Clamptron docking port. We stick it on like that. And we're gonna fucking hope that that is done correctly. We pop this out, we head over to our sub-assemblies. Not the DOP-COM module, that's this thing. I need the hopper payload. Ah, yes. This one with its incredibly strange docking port. I think. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I think I need to resave that sub-assembly as that. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that fits nice. Okay, so we pull that off. And then we're going to take this piece right here. And we're going to go sub-assembly drop zone. We're going to go okay, this one's good to go. I like that. What the hell is going on with the undo right now? Okay. That worked. Nice fucking squeak in my voice, by the way. There was no redo button. Scheisse. That's fine. I don't know why my voice is, like, dying right now. Maybe because I, like, didn't talk all day. That will do you in. There we go. Function, clamping, clampatron, other way around. There we go. Okay, so now comes a interestingly difficult part. I think I need to take this whole shebang off. And what part do we want to be the root structure? Probably this piece. So we reroute there. And then we rip this off. And then we go to our this. And we're gonna go ahead and take this, sub-assembly it, and take this. We're gonna call this the doc.com module. Two. Still only weighs 11 tons too, so that's nice. And then we take this and reattach it. Take this, reattach it. Okay, so I need to figure out where to put the root on the core thruster stage. The .com, yes, that is the pun, Pyro. That is the pun. Yeah, and I can't actually connect to these with the couplers. I will have to put these together using actual docking ports. So for now, hypothetically, we can move all of these external fluid ducts in orbit with an engineer. So I just need to make sure enough of them get up to space. So we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, it looks like. Pack 14, 2 extras just in case. Seems reasonable to me. Now the funny bit is to launch 2 of these at once. Because how many of these outer ones am I launching? 8? Then I only need to go through 2 launches per. They just have fuel on them? They do. And it's liquid fuel only. Ugh, excuse me. Alright, I think we can kind of conceptually build these again. Someone write that down. We need 14 fuel ducts to make it into orbit. That's the important thing. 14 fuel ducts in orbit. Yeah, I can rebuild these. These are just 2 Mark III liquid fuel fuselage longs with a fucking train gun on the edge. And then one of these. Hell, I can also just take that off to the side. And in the meantime, fuel ducts to explode. Fair enough. Let's get rid of these decouplers now. Alright, so the interesting thing I need to replace those with docking ports. And you can't radially attach the Grande or the Senior. That's right. So I have to use regular docking ports. Which is fine. These work in vanilla KSP. So we're gonna do is we're gonna try snap first. And we're gonna do that doesn't look half bad. What if I put this up to 4-way symmetry plus snap? Put it like that. Actually, no, that would help account for the curve, won't it? Having them jut out a little bit like that? Yeah, okay. So, this this will give us firm attachment points for essentially essentially they'll look like that, but just gave it a wee bit of thought. How does this interface with the plane? Whoa, good lord. Let's turn symmetry off, shall we? The plane needs to fit like that, more or less. Structural design limitations, I see. Hypothetically, I could move the attachment point of the plane forward a little bit. It would start getting really close to that solar array, though. Now, I think our better bet gotta say, it's quite interesting how little Mark III fuselages want to be placed next to each other. Like, these fucking things hate radial attachment, let me tell you. So we're just gonna put it up like that, because that's about how far a docking port would probably have it sitting. Huh. How far back does that put that fuel tank? It would completely encase that center bulge, which is maybe not a problem, though. Is the gimbal gonna be really so aggressive that if it was at this angle, it would hit it? Probably not. Plus, it'll have a little bit of extra wiggle room. Which means, if I put a docking port on the underside of this Mark III thingamabobber, roll over on your side, buddy. It's like a big dog. And we want it to be essentially... yeah, like that. Then we take this. Come on, let me attach. part of it is that this is clearly upside down. Oops. It's funny, because this is, like, impossible to construct in the VAB, but once you do it in orbit, it'll actually be easier. Hello, fuel ducts? That's a fascinating choice of the way you would like to try and connect. It is gonna be a tight squeeze. I think we'd be okay. I think we're building enough wiggle room. This doesn't instantaneously detonate itself. Okay, so this set of Mark III liquid fuel fuselages will connect this side down, which means that I need docking ports on both other sides of it in such a way that it will connect to the other two. So I'm thinking just, you know, docking port, and then, I don't know, where's about is the middle of this thing? Pretty much right there. And then we take it. It really does not like this. Oh, we can do that. Okay, we take our docking port. Ooh. It does not like that rotation. That is actually flat. Ghost image doesn't look very flat, but I think that is in fact... Yep, that one's pretty much as flush as the other one is. Okay. Okie dokie. So, I think this piece is essentially ready to go as being a part that gets launched. Oh wait, no, it's not even close. This thing does need... I'm actually gonna... Oh, shit. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna rip off these external fuel ducts. I have a reason. I have a method for my madness. Excuse me. So... The main reason is we're trying to auto-link to things placed near them, and I don't know what to do about that. That seems sketchy. So instead we're going to go up to fuel tanks, fuel duct, and we're just going to go on here. We're going to be like, okay, once you're docked and stable, we're bringing up 8 of these, so 8 times 2 is 16. It's even more redundancy than the 12 that we actually need. I don't think 12 is divisible cleanly by 8, though. Not even a little bit. So... Alright, let's just put 2 on. These things weigh like nothing. And we'll put 1 there. Can I, okay. Sure. Put 1 here. And we'll just have them connect to themselves for now. I think this literally does nothing, but I should be able to reinstall these once we're in space. I hope. If not, this whole thing goes crumbling down. I actually don't think it does. I think we can asparagus stage through the docking ports. It's just going to be a pain in the ass. Actually, is asparagus staging through docking ports hard? I feel like yes, because you can't do it through the couplers. We'll see. We'll fucking see, I guess. Man, you know what I would give? I would kill for a fuel flow overlay. Okay. So it's got fuel ducts. It's got fuel. It's got docking modules so that it can attach to itself. This thing's gonna need some RCS thrusters in order to get anywhere once it's up in space. I want to give it reaction wheels because those kind of have to be like fully built into it, whereas the RCS thrusters, they're still gonna kind of be dead weight, but they're really lightweight dead weight. Then again, a reaction wheel system inside this. Well, reaction wheels don't let us move at low speed, which we need for docking. So no, all of these things need RCS. Well, technically, I think all of them need a probe core. We'll have to see what happens with that. I can add the probe core in post. Let's go ahead and give this RCS. How much monopropellant do you think it's gonna need? It's a big, heavy hunk of machinery that we're gonna be pulling around. So I'm thinking, is that the orthogonal 5 horn? That is the orthogonal 5 horn. I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 on that black stripe. And we're gonna go ahead and mirror it over on this side. Positionally matches the other one like that. Okay. Then if I just put this on this mode, where does that put the other one? Oh, puts it somewhere fucking weird. Shouldn't be surprised. This thing's at a crazy angle. We'll go ahead and just add one. Also basically in line with the others. Down there. And one. Same idea, but over here. Okay. I'm gonna put an RCS pack directly on the nose of this thing. That'll give it some nice directional mobility. And then we'll do the same thing, but up here. Gotta say, shout out to the Mark III for having all these nice big lines on it. Make it pretty easy to see what you're doing. Ah, look at that. We're gonna have just enough room next to that docking port for an extra toaster block. Okay. Now it is gonna need some monopropellant. The bigger the monopropellant tank you use, the better. And these cylindrified ones are easily able to be removed. So I'm thinking we're gonna just take like 2 of these or something. I'm just gonna put them. Put one like that. One like that. And yeah, fuck, we'll just do. It's 150 monopropellant for the thrusters to use. Should be plenty. Hopefully we can get the dock on before that happens. If not, oh, we're so fucked. Yeah. Okay, so just for ease of putting this on the other rocket as well, I think this is ready. We've got enough fuel ports that when we bring up all 8, we'll have enough to asparagus. We have multiple docking ports, one on each side, so we can get the corner pieces on. One in the middle. We got 4 on the main thing. I think this one's ready to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna reroute. We're gonna reroute to the Trenkov and pop it there. We're gonna head over to our sub-assemblies. We're gonna go ahead and just pull that whole shebang off. Then we're gonna grab the root part. We're gonna drop that in the sub-assembly. Put it back down. And then name this the secondary thruster module. Save that. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna take that whole thing and delete it, and then we're gonna undo, 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 undo. Let it lag while it puts that back in. Undo the reroute. Awesome. And then what we can do is, since we now have this whole thing saved, we can get rid of that. Honestly, we have this. We're gonna get rid of the monopropellant tank as well. Hello, cute truck tag. I always forget that's technically the root part of that. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna also go ahead over here. We're gonna reroute to the main Cherenkov thruster in the middle there. The big one. And then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna rip everything off of that. I think this one's also ready to go. This one's a very, very simple sub-assembly. And we're gonna go sub-assemblies. We're gonna take that big old chunk, drop it in there, and then call this the main thruster gonna save it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take this back. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take the little drink off in the middle. We're gonna rush this all the way back until it's just basically at the edge of the space plane hangar. And so, because I kind of want to just have us take a quick look at this whole thing as it exists, you know? I'm going to add it next time, like what's in there. I'm going to add another relay into them, but we're going to put it on the other side. Maybe on the back there, so it kind of mirrors itself. That way it's always listening forward and backwards. I don't know. Seems fitting. Yup. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save the superstructure just so we have, like, a baseline. And then leave. Can you believe it? It's actually time. Like, I'm not even joshing. Like, we just gotta go put this shit into orbit and build it. Which is insane to think about. So let's head over to the proper VAB for our rocket launches. Because these individual modules need to get their ass in orbit. So, we're gonna go ahead. We're going to take our sub-assemblies, and we are going to start with... I don't know, what should our core module be? What are we sending up first? I kind of think we put the habitation module on first. Second. I'm thinking the DOPCOM module, actually. This thing is, like, ridiculously simple, but also kind of really easy, if that makes sense. This thing, you know, it is what it is. It's a big tube with stuff on it. It only weighs 11 tons, too. It's basically nothing. So we're gonna go, we're gonna go communications. We're gonna get another big ass relay antenna, because these actually stack up from each other. We're just gonna put like that, I think. We're gonna get that on the compact version. And then we're gonna take it, we're gonna split out like, tell you what, if we turn that off, do that, pull a little bit forward, actually, I think pushing it, actually, you know what, instead of having this one be compact, if we put this one on the, when it has a thing, we actually, you know, we need that superstructure support, so they can sit above the hinge. Cool. Right. Oh, that's cool. They just swivel on themselves. And that's so the high gain antenna can move back and forth to where it needs to point. The relay is just, you know, relay. Okay. What are we gonna do with this thing? Does this have monopropellant? No, this has no fuel of any kind. Those RCS thrusters are pointless. Let's go ahead and give it some monoprop. We'll keep it basic. Fuel tank, external. Do we give him the roundified? Nah. We'll give him a cylindrified, put on 2 times, throw on snap for the ease, and just center that like that. Okay. So, now now that we have this piece, the center module, if you will, what we're gonna want is a... I think we just pulled the sub-assembly. I think the super large stager has... Is that a decoupler and a fairing? Or is it just a fairing? So that's just a fairing, okay. So that's fine. Hypothetically, you can use a Clampotron as a decoupler, but I think you have to set it up with another module. I don't know. It sounds complicated and scary, so instead, what we're gonna do... Oh. Yeah, we're gonna remove that from staging. Oh, you can't. Interesting. Okay. Didn't know, I guess. So function, coupling, we need a decoupler. Like, I believe the stock separator is worse than a decoupler. Throw on a TD25, and now, sub-assemblies. We get the super large stager, we slop that on. We want this. Oh, you know what? Just realized something. It's not so much an issue, but I do preferably want this stuff at the bottom for aerodynamic reasons. So we build out our fairing. You can see it gets just wide enough there to encompass that. Then we can narrow the whole way up, essentially. What is that running into? Is it chest? Yeah, it's totally running in that radar dish. Yep. Now that is a rocket. Oh boy. This thing is gonna be so overtuned to get this to orbit. This weighs nothing compared to its actual, like, orbital capacity, I think. I mean, it's only got 7,000 meters per second at delta V, so we'll have to see. But, yeah, okay. This is kind of it. It's kind of ready to go. Let's just make sure that we have the staging still correct. Launch those, all the solid boosters simultaneously, all the sub-engines. Separatron goes off with those. Oh yeah, this is destaging those. Which is why it looks giant and messy, but it's actually supposed to look like that, because then it gets clean again for the actual main Ooh, you shouldn't be there. We're gonna add another stage here for that decoupler. These go off that decouples. And then fairing shroud in the service module. Okay, yeah. Staging's good. let's go ahead and we're gonna give this the old name. We're gonna call this what should we name this, like, overarching mission? You know, we've got our bugs. We've been naming things after bugs forever. So we I think we were going grasshopper, right? So, oh, you know what? Locust 1. Because it's a swarm! All of them together make one big super thing. So it's a swarm of locusts! I've been known to have a good idea once or twice in my life. That fairing shape is certainly one. Yeah. I think it's just ready to go. Crew-wise, no one can go on this. If we launch this, are we gonna get yeah, this has no manned or unmanned components, so we're gonna just come on over here and we're gonna get a remote guidance unit. Yeah, you know what? I think the best place to put the remote guidance unit, sure. We'll just stick it over here with the solar panels. It'll be fine. Sometimes my own genius, it frightens me. True. Alright, Locust 1, ready for launch! Let's see how she does. Also, we need to figure out what staging orbit to put this in. Probably outside the debris field that we've put up there. But, like, not too far. Because we don't want to, like, really have to push the space plane to its limits getting up there. Alrighty. Well, let's take a quick peek, right? What is our debris field mostly chilling at? 60, 70, 110, 75. So, like, it's actually mostly at 75 and 110. So we had, like, 2 major launch windows that produced substantial debris fields, it seems. And then we switched to the rocket that got our stuff all the way out there, so we just sent our debris, like, way out into space. So with that in mind, if we go past 70, but below 100, say 80,000 kilometers, Apo, that'll be fine. 3, 2, 1, launch! Actually, mildly insane that this thing's thrust-to-weight ratio is still like. That's the power of the super heavy launcher. It's mostly designed to lift itself. I don't know why that's happening, but I'm not going to say no to this. I might need to pull up a little bit. I don't know why that didn't explode more. Does this thing not have reaction modes of any kind? We might need to make a slight edit to the super heavy stager. appear to be having some slight technical difficulties. You had to walk the dog and anything exploded? Not yet, but we're certainly making a course correction that looks like we'll probably get there. Let's see if we can do something about that. I think this launch might be scrubbed from the records. If I can get this stupid rocket to run itself, which I don't even know how, considering the only thing using electric charge is that tiny, tiny little RCS-1 reaction wheel. I don't even know if it has a reaction wheel. What does our orbit look like right now? Shockingly effective. Like our aspect incorporated. Burn, baby, burn! This is what I like to call brute force rocketry. I'm realizing a slight issue. This thing totally can't detect where it's pointing because the remote guidance unit is like off to the side, huh? Interesting. That's why it's spinning so much. I had no idea that was even possible. It looks like it's on fire. Yeah, re-entry speed heating will do that to you, even in a fairing. Shout out to us officially going orbital speed and also having an apoapsis of 125,000 meters. Back at it again with brute force rocketry actually working. What the fuck? Shouldn't we working? This is not a effective means to achieve orbit, but here we are. Certainly fucking try. This is what happens. This is what it means when you when people say, yeah, you can technically get to orbit no matter what. You just gotta go fast enough. Because that is all an orbit is going fast enough. Let's see if it can survive the re-entry heating, though. The exit heating? Our apoapsis is eating shit right now, let me tell you. It's like the manhole cover. It is quite like the manhole cover. We're still on the part of our orbit where we're losing altitude, which is insane. When is that gonna reverse? Like, when do we... Oh, because we're not even at periaps yet. That's why. Alright, we've officially just passed periapsis. Though we do have the slight problem of... losing speed. Wow! Those unequal aerodynamic effects go crazy. Uh-oh. We're substantively less stable without those. I think they were essentially acting like really shitty wings. Why is this only reading liquid? Oh, I guess. Yeah, okay, never mind. Nobody does that. I cannot believe this is working. This should not be working. Just goes to show, if you have enough Delta V and enough stupidity, anything is possible. Fuck it. Here you go, pick this. Enjoy. Watch this thing get violently ripped apart by atmospheric forces. Bro, it didn't even care. I mean, like, the tube's about to overheat. Oh no, my solar panels. One solar panel. I guess that's all you get. Man, I build a damn good rocket sometimes, huh? Shout out to this piece of the fairing that is, like, welded itself to the rocket. Isn't that a nice image? Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and revert us to the VAB. This crash is clearly not even gonna be fun to look at. Unfortunately, it is just a tube. Like, this is not meant to be the interesting part of the launch. Let's just go ahead and thank you, Simulation, for telling us that this does in fact need to be placed in such a way where it's not, impossible to use. Can I get this thing? Could have sworn this tube had an oh, there. Hopefully this remains a meaningfully sturdy connection. Because if not, oh boy. I'm gonna go ahead and it's auto-sorted the grandparent. I already thought of auto-sorting it. That's how little faith I had in that hacked together piece of shit. Okay, this should actually fly correctly now. Let us give it one little revision, which is we're gonna give it some fucking big-ass reaction wheels. That's... what's it called? Stabilizer? Advanced reaction wheel module large. I need stabilizers. I hate that they have like a second variant. It's like, oh, it's the inline stabilizer. No, never mind. I'm insane. What is it? Command and control, that's what these things are in? Yeah, alright. Show me them by size. Oh, that's the largest size they have? Oh, fuck it. Scale that shit up. I hope that increased the torque. So what is it normally? 30? 101! Still takes 2 energy a second, but who cares? Wait, dude, these engines put out a lot of power. I am not worried. Plus we've got this big old solar array that we can extend if we need to. Alright. Also, this one has the nuclear reactor on it, so if this can't power it, I mean, what can? Let us go ahead, save up, launch. Let's do this for real this time and make it happen. I would like to get this thing constructed and underway. I really do. This is like 6 episodes in the making. I really went overboard on the size and scale of our, Good morning! Alright. Gun it! Whoa! It is upside down! Well, pick this. This, I think, is what you were looking for, right? Holy shit, the tube survived! Hi, you little shit. What do you mean the tube survived? This thing's ridiculous. Hey, did you remember to make sure that you didn't put the remote guidance piece? Make sure it wasn't in upside down, right? Oh yeah, of course, Bob. Who would put something in upside down? Certainly not I. Okay, speaking of, oh my god, my PC. See, here's the thing. My computer, it's not even warm right now. My computer didn't care. That was KSP itself being unable to handle it. The game... KSP is kind of a miracle that it runs at all. Let alone with, like, the enhanced graphical mods and shit that I have. There we go. Now it works. Yeah, KSP is kind of wild that it works at all. We're lucky that any part of it still functions. I'll point you for proof of spaghetti code to the fact that if you're in the map view and then you fire your engine and then you go back to fire your engine, your game sounds turn off. Sometimes it just explodes. Speaking of, it just explode randomly for apparently no reason. Oh my god, we are already on our way to an apoapsis of 162,000 meters. That's, a lot higher than I meant to go. We're in space already. Jesus. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just put ourselves over onto the ecliptic. This is like a noob turn right now. That's how insane this is. Me when my rocket is maybe a tad bit more. This thing's gonna have more than enough delta V that we can tune its orbit to whatever we want. I'm not overly concerned. The massive debris field from us trying to learn how to build a jet. Let's just time warp up to, say... Hello to that. What is that? Scanner probe J1 debris. Alright. 2021, like they're still good. I wouldn't eat fruit past its sell-by date, but I don't like fruit very... Oh, canned oranges? They're fine. You ain't getting botulism from oranges. You're fine. I genuinely, I'm not even joking, I think they'll be perfectly fine. Least efficient launch profile yet discovered by kernel kind. All right, we'll push our periapsis up to about 80k, and then we'll swing around and shrink our apo. And 81,000, perfect. Very nice. We might as well. I mean, we are already in space, so it won't be a problem at all for us to, say, aim our camera at the center here. And then what we can do is extend our... Forgot to set up an action group for our panels, but it'll be fine. And then we can lock that, by the way. And then we can grip strip. Same idea on this one. Oh, you know, it's interesting. We don't have any way to actually tilt this down towards a planet without rotating the entire vessel, which is interesting. Which isn't actually that hard. We do, you know, have this absolutely massive reaction wheel right now. So we can just turn that back towards the planet. Normally this thing should be maneuvering via RCS, but I don't need it right now. So eventually we'll come back here and we'll disconnect this. But for now it's perfectly fine to be up on there. Deet 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 deet. Okay. We do need to go and reduce our apoapsis. Down to a cool... Ooh, not that cool. We'll just go for the circularization burn. Nice circular 80,000 meter thing. That'll be perfect. Okay. Throw ourselves on to maneuver. It's a 7-second burn in 12 minutes, so that's not too far away at all. But we'll go ahead and get ourselves situated. Your sister fermented a smoothie in the fridge once. That sounds perhaps dangerous. Also, I thought fermentation went poorly in cold environments. That seems rather poorly thought out. We'll find out if the oranges are fermenting. Certainly hope they're not fermenting in a can. That would be quite concerning on like multiple levels. Oh, hey, look. we're currently behind the planet. So if we want to get our high gain antenna back, we can just go. Bing, just like that. I'm gonna lock it for now. I'm gonna turn off SAS. We have a lot of weird rotational corrections that we seem to keep making. Let's just stop that wobble. You know, I am just now realizing that we are not going to be able to get rid of this. Oh well, that's why we get the small one. Let us also... Huh. You can only activate that thing's shroud on staging. Interesting. That's fine, we can do that later. Unless... Enable cutaway. Ah! Okay. It doesn't blast off, which is kind of a shame. But, you know, just... And the reactor gets exposed to space, making it very efficient. Hey, we have batteries on, like, other parts of this thing, right? This thing's only got 10 stored electric charge. It's mildly concerning. Oh well. It's what we signed up for. Let us warp on ahead to our maneuver. So we can get that over and done with. SAS, maneuver. Yep, even without the sun, even with this massively oversized reaction wheel, we produce a fairly large amount of electric charge, so that's good. We love passive electric generation. Thank you, nuclear reactor in space. We'll just speed up just a tad to get us down to 10 seconds till burn. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and burn. 82, 81. Let's see if I can't get us on a little bit closer of a retrograde. And we'll just tap that. Just a little love tap. Just the ittiest bittiest. That works. Also, it puts periapts like directly above the KSP, which I think is good. I don't know why I think that's good, but I think that's good. Yeah, because we launch up this way, so hypothetically our apple should almost always be on this side of the planet. You're gonna eat one? You're gonna eat one of my rockets? That sounds unhealthy, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. Alright. This one is ready to stay in space, I think, so that's awesome. Time for us to get the next one ready. Let us return to the Space Center and prepare the next component for launch. What do we think we should send next? Should we send the habitation module, do we think? Is that like the next best one to go? I feel like probably the habitation module. Then we can send the main thrusters, and then we'll send up the space plane, then we'll send up the sub thrusters. Alright, let's get a new one. We're going to go ahead and call this the Locust 2, and we're going to start with a sub-assembly of the Hopper pit. function module, I believe, is our go-to. Man, it seems so much bigger at other times, doesn't it? Honestly, yeah, the scale of the VAB compared to the spaceplane hangar is kind of ridiculous. Oh, so this already has a rotating, so it's smacked on the side. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep it going. And I think this has, yeah, this has a big old battery on it, so that'll be great. So we're just gonna swing this on up. Honestly, what does this weigh? 16 tons? We clearly had plenty of Delta V, considering how inefficient that launch was. I'm thinking it'd be nice if we could attach and send up the hopper along with it, you know? How best to attach that, do you think? Smack it onto the side somewhere. Hear me out on this one. Basically, we'll just put it on the coupler. Now, sub-assembly, super large stager, stick that on there. We'll come back to building that fairing. I always forget. Gotta put a coupler on this. Is that the right size? Yeah, it is. Alright, so we take the decoupler, we put it like that. Then I'm gonna get radial decouplers. How do they work? Attach it to that decoupler. Spin it around. Make sure that it is aligned somewhat in the middle of these. There we go. Seems to be the least intrusive area. We want to make sure it's on that decoupler. Do I dare use an I-beam? Take a mini I-beam. purely structural reasons. We just squeeze it in like that? No, this looks ridiculous. We don't need this. We don't need to do that. As much as it would be nice to get a little bit more utility out of these rockets, we don't actually need to play efficiently. So we're just gonna live with it. Let's make sure that there's nobody on this crew, by the way. This is an automated flight for now. Let's build out our fairing. I didn't realize there's all these different gold fairing. You know what? Maybe we switch to the black and white. With the lines, you know? It's like, oh, look, that's where the cross sections are. The oranges were not good, TM. Oh no. I'm sorry. I've lied to you. Okay. The cal control. This thing starts in a pause state on play position 0. Okay. I think the Locust 2 is ready to go. Let's give it a launch. This thing is going to have an even more insane thrust to weight ratio than the previous one. So, like, I don't know. We might just kind of yeet it directly into the fucking airstream and be like, there's your gravity turn. And it might have the reaction wheels that it's, like, that'll be fine. I could probably rip the Clydesdales off this thing, actually. But that would fuck up the staging, and I don't want to worry about that, so, it's not vertically oriented, so it's gonna be doing some weird shit. Alright, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. We're gonna just briefly fix our, control point so that it actually, you know, works. As much as it looks cool as hell to have this one window be, like, arbitrarily a remote guidance unit, we're gonna just go ahead and take this, and we're gonna do... We're gonna stick it up on top like that. Idea being it's integrated into the base of the relay antenna. Like, the antenna needed to be up there, and it had some empty space at the bottom, so, yeah. Stick that there. I do love the implication that the Kerbals are like, we will not risk a single man on this mission. We will only take little tiny computers to space. But hey, you know, it's efficient that way. That's what we like to see. Ba-boom, baby. Ba-boom-ba. Why is it upside down? Just because remote guidance unit is being a little fucky with us. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's because of all the cupola modules and shit. pull this off. We go to pods. We get our tiniest of remote guidance units. We stick it up on top like that. Take this, stick it. Up on it like that. Slam it together like that. That'll be perfect. Put it together. Then actually I forgot to do something. Not entirely sure. Control point up, control point forward first. If I do that. Hey, Noria Garcia, welcome in. How you doing? Hey, pause there. Protesters outside. Do I open fire? Why do I burn the 897 corpse of the Kerbals that leave company info? I'm not sure what the protesters would be on about. We actually, we've never lost a single Kerbal, except for the one time Valentina volunteered to stay on the moon for a few extra weeks while we sent an extra ship to pick her up. But other than that, we've never actually killed anybody. Technically. There's a lot of debris, but shockingly enough, this is the crazy thing. Most of the time, that debris has been generated without the Kerbals dying, and we've recovered the Kerbals perfectly fine. There's like one or two really bad crashes, but most of those we did on purpose. Don't tell the protesters. But no. Don't burn the bodies. Go put them in my office. Anyways, welcome back. We are in the middle of a major orbital construction. We got closer. Rescue wasn't necessary. Rescue was absolutely necessary. She brought back so much additional science because she also went to Mignus. It was a double mission. We were like, all right, Valentina, you're gonna go to the moon and get stuck. And then, when the boys go back and bring us the moon science, we'll build another ship, send it up to you, and you're gonna go to Mignus on your way home. Okay, so we are currently in the middle of a major orbital construction paradigm in our attempt to build essentially a generation ship for the sake of the Jewel 5 mission. We have massively and completely over-engineered the hell out of this mission profile, which is pretty fun, and I'm kind of happy about it. But it does mean that we got some fun stuff going on. So, like, you know, I've always wanted to do, like, a big orbital construction ship, so, like, this is it. We're doing a big orbital construction ship. Doing Jewel 5. We built our first ever SSTO in the process. It's been fun. It's been good. Let's throw in SAS. Looks like our control point has been fixed. Awesome. And that lightning strike was close. Still not 100% sure what we should do for our ascent profile. I'm thinking maybe we start our gravity turn the moment these first set of boosters went out. are literally wasting Delta V right now, and I'm like, that's good. I'm glad that we're wasting Delta V. The debris swarm. Why is it wobbling? You know what? I bet it has something to do with the giant fucking habitation ring. I bet that's an unstable structure. Oh shit, we're already at 90,000 meters. Oh, we're out of the atmosphere, so we can go ahead and deploy our aerofoil. Very nice. Very nice. I wonder if spinning this thing while we were going up would have stabilized it. That's an interesting question. The Jeb failed clones have escaped from putting the underground facility in quarantine. Quarantine is spelled with a Q, Mario Garcia. Good try. But fear not. I know my kernels. We're burning through our electric charge pretty handily, so once we get about 30 seconds left on our propulsion to Apo, we'll go ahead and activate again. And keep going with our orbital insertion. Periamps is a very good ways to Apple. Push periamps is up to say 1,000 meters, and then we'll have to shrink our apps again, but then we can start setting up a rendezvous. Very nice, very nice. I didn't even fix my buttons. No, for some reason I can tell you. Huh. Can I say? I accidentally pushed this 90,000 again. Don't text and drive, kids. Don't text and drive. Okay, so let's see. I think I just added that debris essentially to our... Yeah, that Locust 2 debris is in our exact orbital inclination, so that'll be fun. Hopefully nothing else that we launch runs directly into those. Actually, no, we're a little high. That's right, so that'll be fine. Where is our... There it is, Locust 1. I'm gonna go ahead and set that as our target, and we'll start worrying about a rendezvous. So our next one will be the descending node. So we can go ahead there, add a maneuver, and bring that down to Is that adding energy to our orbit? No, that's going to bring us down to 80,000 meters periaps. Perfect. Alright, that's a good one. That's a good one. That'll align our orbit, and then we can do a little shifting from there. Alright, we'll line ourselves up for the maneuver. I think you're just covering up a Death Star 3 project. Unfortunately, I have never had the gumption to attempt a proper Death Star. Though you could say this is step 1 to getting to Death Star territory. You know, building a major orbital construct. Kind of tough to do it any other way, you know? You know what I should have done? Because this thing still has so much fucking fuel in it. Maybe I'll send up a supply ship with docking ports on it. Because if I can just strap these to the outside edge of the main system, that'd be good. That would explode fabulously, though. I'll tell you what will explode fabulously. Exploding fabulously would be sending this entire ship, everything deployed, directly into the jewel. Like, as fast as I can. That would be funny. I wonder if you could make it shoot. There are methods to making things that shoot in KSP. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn off SAS. And we're gonna go ahead and, I'm just, oh, look at that. Bathe in the golden glow of sunset. We'll just go ahead and warp ahead. Zoom. Alright, we got what? Casey's a satellite launcher that comes in default. Wait, actually, there's like a Rods from God satellite in stock. Not just made with stock, but like you open up the pre-mades and there's a satellite launcher. I was not aware of this. Launch metal cylinders from orbit. Looks like a missile launcher? That's crazy. I've never seen that before. Alright. SAS on. Lock ourselves on maneuver. We get to burn right as we come into the sunrise. With the moon in the background and Eve. That's freaking pretty ass game. Oh shit. Missed my cue. And I overshot. So, what was our ascending then? Still at 0? Alright, that's fine. We'll be okay. So, now what we want to do is we want to go to, I mean, technically our periapsis, but I'm gonna go to our, I don't know, do it from the node again. We're on a circular order, it'll be fine. I think we want to go a little slower to try and catch up with, alright? Oh. Not that much slower. Okay, so we have an intercept there. Second intercept there. They aren't really getting closer together. You know, instead of fiddling with things. I don't think we want that Hallman transfer. That's terrible. What the fuck? It's such an expensive transfer. Why do I do that? Still wants me to do this one. That's fascinating. Let's not immediately get a deorbit. That would be bad. So if I get this, can I nudge it closer this way? Why is this being a pain in my ass? Man, you know what? Fuck it. Give me that home transfer, I guess. Mech Jeb, you've done it again. Yeah, I'm pretty much there. I mean, I don't love it, but it'll do. It's a drone that you decouple a rocket from. Interesting. I love Mech Jeb. I got my fuel up. This is my fuel, is my oxidizer. Start burning 2 hours? What the fuck? Really? Seems a little exorbitant, don't you think? Oh well, we've committed. Alright, we're on maneuver, so let's just go ahead and warp. Till we are in an optimal position. Why are we no longer on maneuver? What the fuck? Maneuver is supposed to stay consistent. What the fuck? Oh, that's interesting. Our thing is rotating. It must not be locked. No wonder we had a wobble. Hey, Bob, did you remember to lock down the servos for, the habitation module's gravity spinner? Yeah, definitely. Not even a little bit of a problem. Oh, that's fun. This is directly to target. Or, I think this is the anti-target? Yeah, that's anti-target. And close enough. Okay, so we're gonna fly out. Separation of 3.4 kilometers, 5.2. Don't love those, but I can live with it. Okay. There we go. Hey, you know what? Whoops. There we go. It's locked. I'll have to squinch back in there and relock it, but that should... Yeah, look at that. It's already no longer damping everything, and therefore just is a lot more stable. God, I hope this works. Yeah, we are low on electric charge. That's mildly concerning. You know, we can fix that easily, though. Just throw up one of these. Alrighty. And let us warp to our destination. Up, out, and away from carbon. Only to swing down and back in. Forgot I had solar panels on this module, to be so honest. Should probably give the other modules solar panels or something. Even like just a small one, so that they have some power gen. Hey, look. Locust 1, 10.1 kilometers, 10 kilometers away. Awesome. So we are on position. We burn for 160.9 meters per second in 40 seconds. And we'll match velocities. Very nice, very nice. Wow, we are actually passing very close. Look at that. Hello! Oh, that's fucking... That's wild, and look at that. You just see it slow down relative to us. Come in a second. Alright. Let's swing around, face towards our target, and get prepared for docking. Tell you what. I've got music for this. I got tunes, lads. Another day's hard labor on the space yards. Alright, we're gonna have to be careful, because that has all of its shenaniganry extended. As does... And this thing's very large. So we want to just go ahead and push us nice and easy towards it. And as we get nice and close, I'm not gonna fly full speed into it, Pictus. I know you have one thing on your mind, and it is destruction. But quite literally, that's not gonna do anything interesting. The unfortunate truth of the matter is that the ships in KSP are very sturdy. They don't just, like, shatter. And when they go really fast into other things and have a collision problem, they just explode, but not like into particles or anything. It's just a little fireball graphic. Now you want to see something cool, we gotta get this thing crashing full speed into a planet, or something large, where all of those different forces can dynamically interact. Which is why I gotta get it going. And maybe as a birthday present, once it's done and we get it to Jewel, I'll be nice and sent it directly into the atmosphere of Jewel for you. Sending the entire generation ship, massive space station thing, directly into the heart of a gas giant. That'd be kind of fun. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna... Interesting. What the fuck? Why is it, like, shifting in relative comparison to us? That's fucking weird. Never seen anything quite like that before. I'm gonna go RCS. I'm gonna turn on docking mode. I'm gonna give us a little... Oh shit, that is eating up that monopropellant. We do not have a lot of it on this ship. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind. Tell you what. Maybe I come over here, Locust 1. Easy way to get a oh yeah, this button. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and take this. That'll set the Locust 2 as its target. If I point it targeted, what direction is that gonna end up facing? A worthy sacrifice birthday present? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yo, you see the lightning down there? That was cool. Swing it around so this will face its target as well. We pull in nice and close here. Point us at our target. Ooh. I actually need to go anti-target. More specifically, I need to go fucking retrograde. We're gonna be approaching them real fast now. Oh boy. I love doing orbital construction with launch rockets. You know what? We're actually pretty close this way. Okay. We did successfully slow ourselves down and run comparison to it, which is what we wanted. We're getting pretty close. We're getting pretty close. I mean, it's 100 meters away, but I mean, these are fairly large modules, so we're gonna go ahead our camera out here. And we're gonna just... Oh, I'm talking. Give it just the slightest touch. Alright. Zeroed velocity relative to each other. Let's switch back to Locust 2. Hello, Locust. 1. So I'm gonna have us go and point target. Why do I only have 16.88 mono propellant? Oh, because I didn't put any extra tanks on this, did I? I've only got what was included in this. We're probably going to need to shed this big old thing, but I'd like to get us as close as we can to this as soon as we can, if that makes sense. Let's get that music bouncing a little nicer. It was a little loud, just a touch. Alright, because I can't just be like, oh, target, straight towards it. So we're going to go SAS, and we're going to see if I can get a nice push just kind of off to the side, essentially. And then... just the slightest touch of momentum, and we're gonna freaking hope we don't run into it. You're good, backing up, just freaking rip our very lovingly crafted spaceship in half. They're gonna include the sun now. That's sick. Should I be concerned that we're kind of aiming right next to it? Wait, you know, looking up this way, it's like, oh, everything's moving so slow, and then you look down at the planet, and it's like, whizzing by. Oh my goodness. Alright, we're on track. We're on track right now. I'm a little concerned, though, about our solar panel. So I'm gonna retract our panels. I think that was a unnecessary action, but it's fine because we can pop back over here. Actually, the ass end of it might pass through the area with it, so we might have been on to something there. Yeah, all right, and let's see if we can spin ourselves around a retrograde. Oh, Don't spin us around retrograde in a way where we're gonna hit the other rocket! No! That's what you get for trusted bots to do your work for you. Okay. Swing it around, and then once we're on retrograde, this thing is gonna be really quite close to it still. And then we'll decouple it, and we'll maneuver it into position using the RCS thrusters. And we're gonna pray to God that those docking ports work the way they're supposed to. Look at that electric charge get sucked on up. Let's see about getting some power on this machine. Yeah, look at that. It's still very close to it. So we're gonna give this just the teensiest, tiniest tap. of power. Well, you're gonna get your wish pick this. Or are you? Oh, that was exceptionally lucky that that didn't go worse. Should have quick saved. I was right where I wanted to be, and instead of using shift, I used Z. I am so used to doing maneuvers for doing burns for proper maneuvers that I was like, oh yeah, when I want to do a little burn, I just hit Z really quick, max my thrust. Oh, look at this. Oh, going completely the wrong fucking direction. We were so close. So close. Alright, let's swing us around. And maybe I should burn towards target, not just towards retrograde. We're at least moving towards it now. Thank God. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna be smart. We're gonna play it smart. Do a little time warp for us. Smart. We're not on target. We're flying past it. You know, for something that has such oversized reaction wheels, let me tell you, this thing loves to take its time. Now we're playing with fire. Look at this. And we're doing it all with a main launch thruster. Ugh. Disgusting. This is interesting. This, like, tumble that I'm in right now? Never seen this before. Getting close. We're getting close again. Swing back around towards our target. Not target, it's retrograde, but get ourselves down 0.1 meters per second. We're 0.1 meters per second towards it currently. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna drop a save. I'm gonna take a risk with our 7 mana propellant. And I'm gonna decouple us. Okay. And then retract these solar panels so they don't get damaged. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna point, I think, anti-target. Oh. Man, this thing has some crazy command and control. We're gonna enter docking mode. And it's nighttime now. That's gonna make this a whole hell of a lot worse. Tell you what we can do. We can turn this one's lights on. We're gonna pop over to Locust 1. We're gonna come up here. Turn that light on. I'm gonna go ahead and point this at its target. Uh-oh. I'm trying to point C here, set as target. Target it. Let's get this swinging around. I'm gonna turn every single light that this thing has. It has none. Great. Okay, we're doing this in the dark. We're gonna pop back to Locust 2. We can see Locust 1. As we get closer, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me turn on all of our lights. Make this however much easier as I can. We're drifting past it right now, so we're gonna go swing around the point target. Tiniest hint for momentum back towards it. Way to go ahead and set that up to 200% docking choir force, because duh. Set that as our target. Perfect. Right, 1 meter per second towards it. And then we're gonna go ahead and shouldn't have had it on RCS. Oh, that took a lot of our available fuel. I can see the light. I can see the light of the one docking port. Okay. Use the field of stars in the background to try and get a sense of them closing in on each other. If I do a little RCS, I can keep pushing us towards it in the right direction. 1 meters per second is a little rough, but I mean, it's pointing towards us. We're pointing towards it. Come on. We're nearly there, nearly there. 40 meters to go. I'm gonna go ahead and give us another boost towards it. Got almost no monopropellant left. Oh, we're close, but we're sliding past. Oh no. Target, target. You know you want it. You know you want it. Give that one a really high docking acquire force. Throw on this and this one as well. Head over here. Put on anti-target. Oh, we're sliding past each other now. This one. Target. Okay. I'm gonna turn off docking stage. I'm gonna give just the slightest of motions back towards target. 3 meters per second is maybe a little fast. This is maybe gonna be a bumpy ride. But keep this on target. You stay on anti-target. Stop burning our mono propellant. I'm gonna go retrograde. This thing, we're gonna basically say it's dead in the water, so we're gonna have to worry about that in a bit. We just had to keep going until it was nighttime. Actually, you know what? Hold up. We made a save for a reason. We don't have to do all this shit. Let's just try it again from a more optimal position. As we know, the habitation module is more than capable of swinging itself around. So we're gonna go ahead, stage out. We retract these solar panels. Pull up the resource view. Keep RCS off, but then we're gonna go target. Ooh, it's so close to that. And we're just gonna go docking mode, or we're just gonna give it that much, just enough. We're gonna get in nice and close, and then we're gonna zero our momentum. That's gonna be the goal. Turn our lights on, because it's all we've got, really. Try and use that background of stars to help gauge our distances. Okay. Oh, that used all of our monopropellant. Okay, well, that is what it is then. Let's see if we can't give this thing what little lights it has. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna set that Clampatron docking port as our target. We're gonna point this at our target. $27 meters. I mean, it's manageable. And we did manage to get it down to the point where it basically has no momentum relative to us. It's very small. Alright, so what we are going to do... That we need to turn off SAS. Is I'm gotta try and just eyeball. So I don't want to just point at the target, you know? Pointing at the target is... Well... Pop back over here. Keep ourselves anti-target. Set that as our target. Okay, they should be basically pointing at each other now. So we come over to this one. We're gonna aim the camera up here. Then we can go RCS, docking mode. Forward, 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 forward. Target. What is this thing doing? What is this? Oh, what is that? What the fuck? Why is anti-target way off to the side? Magnetic force of the docking ports is like fucking them up the right way. Right, you turn off your RCS, you're burning through monopropellant. And we're now moving away from each other. How did that happen? Go back to being anti-target. And then just turn on SAS. Back to you in the studio. Go target. Let's see if we can't actually get the ship point at itself. I love using booster engines for docking, it's the best. Alright. And then what is going on with the docking target acquisition system? We're gonna miss again. This is why people don't do orbital construction. One little mistake and fuck it. Reload. I don't want to waste all this monopropellant. It should not be this hard. Like, when you're so freaking close, and then it's like, nah, it's not happening. Okay. Instead of ditching this, you know what? See, we're moving apart from each other now. Which is not what we want. Closer together again. Or, I guess that's just because of the way we're turning to it. Around. Interesting. Get a little bit of speed towards the target. Not much. We're gonna kind of just hope that we don't crash into it. I don't think we will, but I hate that having speed. Like, you need to be above a certain speed to get the retrograde thing, even though retrograde is always on this. I don't know why it's like that. It does make certain things quite a bit more difficult. We're gonna go ahead and switch around the anti-target with the hope that if this does hit, it'll be slow. If you can't tell what I'm doing, I'm trying to get to sunrise, while also maintaining at least some degree of control over how close our ships are together. Space is weird, man. Oh, is that sunrise I see glimmering just under that horizon haze? It is. Ugh. We are losing. Yes, we are drifting apart from each other. Not substantively, too. I just gotta take the L on it. I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, sunrise on west. Target. I need to try to get closer to it. So right now, we are far away. Shout out to these reaction wheels doing their absolute damnedest to get us where we're going. light, son. Crest that horizon, please. I need light. Desperately, I need light. Also, recharge our electric charge. There it is. Alright. Fucking. Finally. Let's see again. Alright, we're gonna keep this nice and simple. We're gonna use the big booster. Nice and easy with it. Alright, 3 meters per second. Let's hope we can swing around fast enough to cancel our momentum. Because I don't not want to slam into it, even at 3 meters a second. Which the matter to be at plenty. Jesus. Okay. Swinging around town. I don't think we're about to hit something, right? Ooh, that's gonna be close. Zoop. Just in case. Oh, I think we would have been fine, but still. Okay. Save. We have power. We have just a wee bit of monopropellant. So, we're gonna check that solar panel. And we're gonna on the stage. And let's basically just swing around. RCS docking mode. We're gonna just kind of go for a manual docking. Get a little bit of speed forwards. I'm gonna set this to 0 for just a minute. Okay, why? Oh, that's why I couldn't freeze. Alright, pull this down like so. Less aligned. Okay. And then we go RCS, docking mode. Go just a little bit forwards. And best docking acquire force, and then I'm gonna go RCS. I'm gonna go back, 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 back. I'm gonna go. Fuck. I'm gonna pop over to this one real quick. We're gonna go SES. I'm gonna throw it on target. Oh shit. Set that as the target. We're gonna go SES on this one. Oh shit! Fuck. This one is more maneuverable, even if it is a bit of a questionable means by which to do it. Oh, and this one's at a monocrop. Scheisse. Alright. Last ditch effort. Aim at target. RCS on. Move us in the right direction. Switch back over to this one. Anti-target. Twist. What is this? Why are they? What the fuck is this? Actually, what the fuck? Why did it do that? Why is it like running away? What the fuck? Orbital docks are hard. Oh my god. Should I just make MechJeb do it at this point? No, I feel like I gotta do it. I gotta at least build this shit in space, you know? That's the whole point. That's the whole point of doing this. I can do orbital rendezvous on my own if I wanted to, but... Okay, 20 meters away. Disconnect this. Retract the solar panel. Give it a little spinning. Is it possible these are like on backwards? Like what are the odds that this is just on backwards? And so instead of the docking acquire force pulling them together, it's pushing them apart. Feels like that shouldn't be how it works, but maybe. Okay. It's the right shape. RCS, docking mode. Maybe just a little bit of forward momentum. I wish I could do it here. Just be like, I need to go up. docking mode, RCS, a little bit more forward juice. I'm going to turn off the docking acquire force. I'm going to pop back over here. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, we're going to go here, RCS, and we're going to go. Just a touch. Of that. Turn this off, turn off RCS. Spin us around. Line that shit up. Docking acquire force. Hello? Oh! Come on. Do the thing. What is this? Are we docked? No, we're not docked. Yes! Yes! Oh my god, it took us long enough, but we did it. We frickin' finally did it. Oh, we're docked. Aim the camera up here at the top. Look at that beaut. Do we want to change the angle alignment on this at all? Does anyone remember how we had this lined up in the module? It's not that far off from here. So if we go... First of all, just in case it doesn't work, I just want to rotate this like 13 degrees. So we're gonna undock. I'm gonna pop back over this. Show that's Lucas 1. Lucas 2. Okay. And we're gonna just give this a spin. Like so. And then we go RCS, docking, and we're gonna go. What the hell? What's happening? Why am I on? Oh, I moved my. I hit a button. I don't know which one. Oh no. Oh no, we're drifting. We're drifting. Fucking KSP. Docking mode, linear, rotational, whatever. Space bar. Why? Okay, whatever. I don't even remember actually hitting space bar. Okay. Oh, no. It's just decided that RCS no longer works. Hello? What? What's going on here? What? What? What the fuck is... I'm burning monopropellant. It's just... Whatever. 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 We have a save for a reason. If things decide to break, things decide to break. I don't control the way that the Kraken doles out curses, okay? Do we need to rotate this? Is it vitally important to the structural function of the ship? No. Do I want to? Is it, like, kind of a point of pride at this point. A little bit. I don't know. It's gonna feel off to me if it's not at the right angle. So we're gonna try. Hello? I guess we have to undock for the main vessel. There we go. What am I currently flying? Locust 2? Okay, so if I go back to RCS, docking mode, and a little forward momentum, and then we turn off docking mode. Ah, shit. Just give it a little turn. So I'm gonna want it to be about like that, and then set that as our target, and docking mode, RCS. We give it a little backwards compatibility. And connections. Why are we not docked? How do I redock after disconnecting? Oh, there we go. Ooh, turn the force, yes. Alright. Very nice. Okay. And check the rotation. Yeah, then where we wanted it. Okay! Which means we can turn all the lights on. Why is it wiggling? Turn off SAS. We can expose the nuclear reactor. Oh, interesting. When it reloads it and recovers it. That's fine. Monopropellant. We're gonna just go ahead and pull up these cylindrified tanks, and we're gonna just transfer in monopropellant for all of them. Just, you know, balance things out a little bit in case we need to undock and move around again. We shouldn't need to, but, you know, better safe than sorry. Finally done it. Now, what are we gonna do with that? I don't know, I think we're gonna lose that, unfortunately. It would be conceptually nice to have that big ol' honkin' tank of Delta V that we could hypothetically strap onto this, but I think as is, we're gonna probably not be able to rescue it, considering it has no RCS on it. Let's not forget to fill that. Full, fill that one. Okay. Now that we are in 0G, now that we are in orbit, we extend our major array again, just because more power is more better. But from here, we're gonna go ahead and enable the device. You know what? I think we gotta go in here. Yeah, unlock the servo. And, play. Look at it go. Oh, I completely forgot about that. The torque of something spinning on your ship will have an equal and opposite reaction, won't it? And so it's causing the other half of the ship to spin the other way. Oh. That's right. Hypothetically, there's a way to fix that, which is to put another one of these spinning the other way. But honestly, I don't have that much of an issue with it spinning. Look at that go. Gorgeous. Let's go. Let's just size one of theirs. Okay. What's next? Well, it's 10:40, unfortunately. It is just leaving. I'm gonna go ahead, actually. I'm gonna have this, pause. It's been tested, you know? We've confirmed that the system works. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on the motor. We're gonna lock it. There we go. That'll just make moving this whole ship around easier. Plus additional RCS, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right. I think. What do I think? I think it's time for us to launch another vehicle. We'll do one more launch. We're not going to dock it tonight, but we are going to launch it and maybe get the rendezvous. So we're going to drop a save, and let's head back to the Space Center. Or wait, actually, it is 10:40. Oh, scheisse. I'm glad I saved. My KSP just froze. Anyways, uh-oh. Whoa. Oh? Okay, it didn't crash. That's good. That's good. Didn't crash. That said, though, I think I am still gonna... I'm gonna be the responsible adult that I need to be. Yeah, I'm gonna be a responsible adult, and we're gonna call it there. You know, it is time for orbital construction to really hit the heyday. We finished all the modifications that needed to be made. Hypothetically, I should probably send up an additional rotational piece to cancel the rotation of the other one. But that sounds like a pain in the ass, so we're not gonna do that. I have a plan for much, much later, which we'll see. We'll see if something happens from that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being the wonderful people you are. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all those other awesome things that you people do. And we'll see you all next time. Arrivederci, everyone. Arrivederci.